Welcome back to China Price Watch. In today's Money Matters, we're talking about cheap European wine imports in China. Chinese people's consumption of wine is still much lower than Western countries. According to the report published by International Wine Spirit Research, in 2011, the average annual wine consumption in China per capita was just about 1.4 liters, far below the French's 53.2 liters a year. The report indicates this number in China might increase to 2.1 liters within the next 3 years. A survey conducted by British wine consulting agency shows that among the 1,024 survey participants aged between 18 and 50, these consumers would usually buy imported wine no more than 200 yuan or $33 a bottle. This encouraged European wine manufacturers to sell more cheap wine to China. Looking at imported wine sold in Chinese supermarkets, a bottle of wine made in France priced at 30 yuan or $4.90. Some others from Spain, Italy, and other European countries sold for less than $10. Supermarket salesmen said that wine at these prices were usually beaten by domestic wine brands, but now with an increasing amount of imported wines also sold at that price, domestic enterprises finally have to face the competition from these foreign challengers. Although implementing anti-dumping and anti-subsidy investigations towards European imported wines might protect domestic wine companies, there is no doubt that the higher imported taxes would make Chinese people shell out more on these imported wines. Currently, Chinese government levies total a 48% tax on imported wine. After shipping to China, the price of a bottle of wine would increase threefold, not to mention that the multi-layer distributors doubles the price again when it's sold to Chinese consumers. Market insiders believe that if Chinese government levies 20% penalty duty on imported wines, Chinese consumers eventually might have to pay another extra 100 yuan or $16 to buy it. In the end, domestic wine enterprises share prices benefit with Chinese government investigations. Most of these companies saw more than a 6% share price hike. Will the investigation also benefit domestic wine industries as it does the stock market? Unfortunately, many market insiders show a negative point of view. Although these insiders do admit Chinese government anti-dumping and anti-subsidy investigations would protect the country's wine industry in the short term, this would not help the country's wine industry development in the long run. Even so far, there are some high-quality domestic wine brands, but too much trade protectionism would lead to these enterprises to lose their dynamics for improving product quality. And once the protection ended, these enterprises would suffer even larger market losses in the future. Don't go away, because up next for our question of the day, we'll hear if Beijingers support investigations into the dumping of European wine imports. Stay tuned.